Welcome back to Friends by Film. I'm one of the hosts here, Dana Polidoro.
And I'm Tyler Pacholski. Thanks for joining us today.
Today we'll be talking about the Last Blockbuster movie, which is a documentary about the last blockbuster in Bend, Oregon. Tyler, what were your thoughts on this documentary?
Well, as being someone who was around Blockbuster when Blockbuster was around, I was very much excited to check out and just see what this documentary is about. I really enjoyed it. I think it has a lot of charm, chronicling the last Blockbuster that's taking place in Bend, Oregon at this point in time. We do follow the general manager. Her name is Sandi Harding, who is running and operating that store alongside with her family and those other people that tend to come in. We get a glimpse of things regarding celebrities, their experiences having worked at Blockbuster, their fond memories. It was definitely just a charming film, Daniel. I really enjoyed it. How about you?
I agree, and it was a love letter to physical media, love letter to video store culture, community, and they make a great point in the documentary of we've kind of lost that community in a way with streaming. And I liked how they went into a little bit of the corporate issues with Blockbuster and stuff like that. I don't want to get into spoilers, but there was a lot of cool points that they made. And I was cool seeing the interviews from celebrities like Kevin Smith. Doug Benson is in it. I think he was really high during it, but uh,
Yeah, there's something going on with that guy.
and
But yeah, I definitely appreciated his presence
Jamie
along with Jamie
Kennedy,
Kennedy.
Jamie
Yeah,
Kennedy.
it was so cool to know that he was actually a part of something called, I believe it was the Entertainment Club, where they were pretty
Yeah,
much promoting Blockbuster, and that was pretty cool to see that. I wanted more of that, but like you said, we got little tastes of that.
yeah. The last Blockbuster is directed by I think it's Taylor Morden and Zeke Kamm, and it was a Kickstarter project. From what I understand, they raised about 33 grand. They asked for 20 grand, so they made more money for the Kickstarter. And I thought it was interesting too how Sandi, if they don't have a movie, she goes out and buys it at a Target or a Best Buy, and she handmakes a lot. She hand makes a lot of the merchandise that they sell on their website. I'll put the website in the link below. The Last Blockbuster, Bend, Oregon. But yeah, man, I picked it up and I didn't really have any expectations. I was looking for a nostalgia fix. I love video stores. I love going to used video stores now. There's just nothing like it. Being immersed with physical media, big physical media fan. But the cool thing too, if you order this, they give you a personalized sticker and a thank you
Oh
note.
wow, that's so
So
cool.
this is a thank you note from one of the employees, Lalana. So thank you, and there's like Bend Oregon team. So it's pretty neat, and they've got the DVD and the Blu-ray, and there's several hours of special features. So it was definitely worth the purchase, and I think it goes to a good cause supporting small businesses right now, especially during the pandemic.
Absolutely. Without going into spoiler territory, stick along for the credits. They do talk about some of how they're navigating the COVID-19 pandemic. One of the things that really I appreciated from the documentary was just hearing all these different experiences and people's memories and recollections. A lot of the mindful moments, something that we generally don't really think about unless the adage is you don't know what you have until it's gone. And I think with the
Exactly.
last Blockbuster, reminiscing, and also being reintroduced to aspects of Blockbuster, there's a particular sequence where you're having these people hold on to a VHS hard shell and commenting on the texture, the feel, and just those memories that come to mind. And so I was a kid that was a part of that whole scene where Friday nights, grab a pizza from Pizza Hut. We'd go pick up a couple VHS tapes, DVDs down the road. Daniel, what are some of your fondest memories when it comes to Blockbuster or just those types of stores in general?
Yeah, I mean, I actually worked at one for a while. It was actually a Dylan's Video, which is a grocery store.
Oh, yes.
The one in Wichita. I used when they had a video store in there. I used to work there, so I had a lot of experience. And this was right around the age when VHS was being phased out. But I still remember rewinding constantly, getting the new releases every Monday night, having to tag them with the new tags, and then getting them ready for Tuesday because Tuesday was new release day. for physical copies. And it's just, it brought me back to that world. And it's true, you can't get a recommendation anymore in person, or you can't, the art of going into a store and expecting to rent something and coming out with a different type of movie is gone now. It's all about scrolling through Netflix and trying to figure out what to watch. So
And just getting
it
a
is like,
recommendation based on algorithm.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. We
not the
lose that
same.
personal connection, because the more, like they said in the movie, the more you went into the store, the more you knew the regulars and what they wanted, or you trusted the employees. You became like it was like a trust, like a friendship, a family.
And that's something that there's a the former CFO of Blockbuster, when he's asked about the store in Great, or not Great Bend, but in Bend, Oregon, he does make a comment that I thought, and again, makes sense. And I think at this particular point in time, again, this is what makes the aspect of Blockbuster magical. Was it's more than just selling DVDs or renting out DVDs. They're offering something more than that. They're offering relationship. They're
Exactly.
offering an experience, and you lose that with streaming. Granted, yes, there's a process, there's an experience that's different, and we're not here. And the documentary doesn't really, crap on streaming services. I think streaming services are incredible. They offer, even more accessibility. Again, there might be a paywall depending on, do I have Netflix? Do I got Hulu? That's an entirely different story. But they do offer that experience that a lot of this generation, the younger generation, are not going to have. And one of the things that was also suggested is, well, how do we keep this alive? And it's you guys, it's us.
Yeah.
It's us going to these venues, these places, and making good use of that. We only have a couple of family videos. It's not Blockbuster, but they also are a video rental chain. And I got no excuse. Everything's a little bit different with COVID-19, but I would highly encourage all of you guys out there, give it a shot. If you haven't been in a while, if you feel up to it, try it out. Do something a little bit different. It's an entirely different experience that I think a lot of us probably took for granted.
And to add to your point, Tyler, I would say go to see those used places too. The used game stores that have movies. Visit those places too. Give those guys some love as well. So I highly recommend The Last Blockbuster. I mean, I don't really want to rank it out of 10. I'd probably give it a 10. I mean, it's kind of hard to rank this one for me. I have such a
Sure.
fond affection for this culture.
Absolutely. I recommend it as well. I think it's a fun, charming film. I think that there are certain aspects, I guess, from a documentarian level, but aside from that, I think the essence of The Last Blockbuster is something worth visiting at least once, if not twice. So go check out The Last Blockbuster. Is this something that you find yourself relating to? What are some of your favorite memories when it comes to Blockbuster, Hollywood Video, all these other types of video chains? Tell us and leave us in a comment below and let us know what your experiences have been like. Daniel, where can they find you?
You can find me at Poly Pictures on Twitter and YouTube. And yeah, comment below. Let us know your experience with physical media, your experience with a video store or Blockbuster. Tyler, where can they find you?
You guys can find me on Twitter at Tyler_Pacholski, Pacholski. You can engage with me on Twitter. You can also find us on our Facebook page, Friends by Film. Feel free to drop a comment, like, follow, invite any of your friends who might also like our content. And feel free to engage with us and let us know what you would like to see going down the road. We got some stuff coming down the pipeline for 2021, and we're very much curious and hopeful to see your engagement.
Absolutely. Physical media forever. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.